If you've ever visited Waikiki on Oahu, chances are you've passed by this ancient site without even realizing it. Hidden in plain sight, the Wizard Stones of Waikiki, also known as the Stones of Life, or Kapemahu in Hawaiian, are an outcropping of four large boulders located inside a City of Honolulu monument at the western end of Kuhio Beach Park. At first glance, the stones are easy to miss. I've even passed by them several times without even realizing it. The Wizard Stones get their name from a story of shamanistic healers. According to Hawaiian oral tradition, the four stones were placed there by ancient Hawaiians as tribute to four legendary healers who brought healing arts from Tahiti several centuries ago. The healers then transferred their spiritual energy to the stones before they vanished. The four stones are assessed to have been placed at Waikiki around 400 AD, though the first written account of them appeared in a 1905 article from the Pacific Commercial Advertiser, a sort of newspaper circulating Honolulu from the mid-1800s onward. I was able to find the original article and have left a link in the description below. Written in what could be considered a somewhat condescending tone, this article goes on to describe the rediscovery and unearthing of the Wizard Stones on the property of Archibald Cleghorn. Archibald Cleghorn was the governor of Oahu from 1891 to 1893 and was married into the Hawaiian royal family. For decades, he had noticed an odd stone outcropping on his beach property which he considered to have historical religious significance. When renovations began on the property, he decided to have the four stones excavated, the largest weighing in at just under 10 tons. The large boulders do not appear to be the typical consistency of stone found on the beach and were thought to have been moved from another location, more than likely from the Kaimuki Hills behind the Kapiolani Park, a short enough distance away from the current resting place. According to the article, during the excavation of the largest 10-ton boulder, skeletal remains were identified buried beneath. After a medical practitioner's examination, the remains were determined to belong to a 17-year-old female. The article explains with speculation that these remains were part of a ritual sacrifice. Additionally, remnants of 4 or 5 stone idols were found, 2 of which were later cemented on top of the rocks but have since been removed. Since 1941, the stones have been moved several times to make way for different construction projects and have even been buried beneath a bowling alley for nearly 20 years. Eventually, in 1997, the stones were placed on a cement platform with a proper enclosure by the city of Honolulu, where they remain to this day. If you're in Waikiki, you will no doubt walk past this site. I believe it is worth a stop to at least read the plaques and enjoy what traditional Hawaiian culture has been preserved.